Hello everyone. Today I'm going to instruct you guys on how to purchase the Aligu Super Starter Kit. So first we go on to Amazon.ca and in the search bar we search up Arduino UNO R3. R3 means the third release. Uh, there has already been a fourth release, but that one is a little more expensive and our course is based off the R3. So what we want to buy is the Super Starter Kit, which is $57.99. Okay, sorry, I reloaded. This one, Super Starter Kit, which is $57.99. And we don't want to buy things like this. Although it's published by the official Arduino company, it's $30.99. It looks cheaper, but it doesn't include any of these modules or sensors. And the sensors have a worth of about $40, which added with this would be a lot more than $57.99, and that we need to take in two orders if we want to do that. It would be inefficient, and we don't want to buy these either. They only have the microcontrollers and no modules, and uh, we don't want the complete starter kit either, because this one is $75.99, which is a lot more expensive, and there are some modules in here that we won't be covering, such as this number keypad and this IC card identifier. And we don't want the basic starter kit either, because this doesn't include the modules, only some basic resistors, LEDs, buttons, and wires. So what we want is this one. We can look on some other websites as well to find some similar things, like we can go into Temu and then search up like Arduino UNO R3. So on here, there's some similar ones, like this. This one is $48.99 or 98, sorry, which is anyways. This one is $48.98, which is like 99 cents more expensive, and it's not published by Ligu. Some of the modules are different in here as well. For example, this one has a IC card identifier, which we won't be using, and this doesn't have as much resistors as the one we used in here, which has like all of these resistors, and the buttons are different, and this does not include green LEDs, which is in here, and this we don't know if this is completely compatible with like all the courses that we will be covering. So to be safe, just buy this one on Amazon. It's the most credible. To buy it, you can add to cart or buy now. Any of these work, but make sure that you have an account to sign in. If you don't, you can create one. And yeah, that's how you buy the Super Starter Kit. Good luck on your purchase.
Wow.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to unbox the Super Starter Kit for UNO R3. So let's open it up. And like this. There's a CD for the Elegoo. It contains the PDF, code, and the libraries. Here's a diagram of all the different sensors and modules in here. Let's start here. This is a bundle of breadboard jumper wires. There's 65 in total. And then here, this is the stepper motor. And then this is a joystick. There's a cap that goes on like this. And then you can move it in a 360 degrees angle. You can also click on it. Yeah. And then this is a screen called LCD1602. And this is a screen that can contain alphanumeric information on it. And then this here is a cable, a USB cable, where this is USB-B, and then this is a USB 2.0. It's probably compatible with 3.02. And then this here is a remote control. This is classic remote control with a number pad, and volume, and a on-off switch. This is a 9-volt battery with snap-on connector. The battery's not here right now, but this is the connector for a 9-volt battery. This here is a packet of resistors. It says there's 120 in total. We'll talk about how to read the resistance amount for the resistors later on in the course. There should be enough in here for all of the experiments we're going to be doing. And then this is a fan blade for a DC motor. And this is a breadboard for Elegoo. We can open it up and look. Alright, got it open. So let's take it out. Like this. So this has 830 tie points, and it seems like this is pretty good quality. And as you can see, there's holes here and there's studs here. So if we get multiple of these breadboards, we can connect them together to make a really big breadboard. Alright, let's put it back in. Next is this breadboard jumper, or DuPont wire, sorry. One end is the male end, and the other end is the female end. There's 10 in total, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay, let's put everything back in here before I forget how it went. Alright, next let's look at this quadrant. First, this is a prototype extension module. This is kind of like a breadboard, and it's made so that it's easier for prototypes to be done without a bunch of jumper wires everywhere. It can be connected onto the UNO R3 controller board. Next, in here, there are two ICs, the 74HC595, which is this one, and the L293D, which is this one. And additionally, in here, there's a active buzzer, a passive buzzer, and a transistor. Oh, two transistors, as well as a tilt ball switch. In here, there are some other components, like some buttons, some photoresistors, some diode rectifiers, and a thermistor. Next, in here, there are LEDs. There are white LEDs, green LEDs, blue LEDs, red LEDs, and yellow LEDs. LEDs normally have 2 pins, but there is also a 4-pin type variant that can showcase RGB LEDs, which are like red, green, and blue. So yeah, there should be 25 in there. Let's put everything back. Alright, next in this quadrant, first there is a ultrasonic sensor. There's a trigger and an echo pin on here. Kind of looks like eyes. Alright, and then this is a DC motor where you can connect this fan blade to. This is the stepper motor module, driver module, sorry, that controls the stepper motor. And then this is a servo motor. These are great for small models like a model car or a model boat for propellers and stuff. And then in this quadrant, the first thing out is a power supply module. So you can either have a 9-volt jack or a USB for power input, and then there's a button to turn it on and off. And they're out for output. You can either have 3.3 volts or 5 volts, and you can have the output at the front here or at the back. The reason why there's pins at the back is because you can connect it to a breadboard for more easy power supply. This module is normally used to give power for motors. Alright. In here there's also a 7-segment display. This one has 4 digits. And this one is a different 7-segment display, and it only has 1 digit. In here, this is a relay. You can use a mere 5 volts to control high voltage devices. It can control 250 volts, 125 volts, 30 volts, and 28 volts. In here there is also this, which is a infrared receiver module. It can receive infrared signals. This is a temperature and humidity module. It can detect the temperature and humidity in the environment around it. And lastly, this is a potentiometer. You can take off the cap, but in order for it to work, you put it on and then you can rotate it to change the resistance amount for this potentiometer. Let's put everything back in. First. Alright, now let's go over the list of what we went through. Starting off with the UNO R3 controller board. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. This is this board right here. This is the UNO R3. I took it out from the kit because I needed to use it when I was installing the Arduino IDE to test out if it worked or not. But yeah, this is the UNO board. When it came in the kit, it was in this quadrant right here. Alright, next, the LCD1602, which is this screen here. The prototype expansion module, which is basically a smaller breadboard and with more utility. A power supply module that gave power mainly to motors. A motor driver for the DC motor. Stepper motor, servo motor. A relay to control high voltage devices using low voltage. An infrared receiver. A joystick for user input. Temperature and humidity module to monitor the surroundings. An ultrasonic sensor for using ultrasonic to detect range and things like that. A fan blade and a DC motor. Oh yeah, the fan blade is used to more effectively visualize how fast the motor is spinning. There's an active buzzer and a passive buzzer. These make sound. There's 2 ICs, and then this is a button. There's 5 supposedly. There's a potentiometer. 7 segment displays, both for 1 digit and 4 digits. A tilt ball switch, which can detect the tilt of this sensor. A remote control. A breadboard with 830 tie points on it. There is a USB cable to connect, let's say, the UNO R3 board to a laptop or PC. There are DuPont wires. There's a female end and a male end. This basically acts as an extension cord. There's breadboard jumpers. A 9-volt battery with snap-on connector clip, which I showcased here. There is no battery in this kit that I purchased, but if you buy it on Amazon, there will be a battery. There was resistors. We saw the whole package. LEDs. There's green, red, yellow, blue, and white. And RGB LED that can make a bunch of different colors, a thermistor that can detect the temperature of the surrounding, a diode rectifier, photoresistor, and NPN transistors. Alright, that's everything in this kit. Let's close it. Let's put the DC in. Let's close it. And that concludes the unboxing for the Super Starter Kit. Thank you for watching.